Wake up, talk sports, about my team, we all score. You ain't gonna shoot your shot, then what you grab the ball for? I just got a ball more, I just hit the field more. Got the game unlocked like I'm Bumper Run Gilmore. Running through the haters like I'm Zeke. Look at all my homes like I'm playing for the Chiefs. In the Superdome, yeah, we playing here for keeps. Yeah, they threw a dog a bone and then I broke the leash. You can catch the smoke like you Odell Beckham. Trying to run through the man, I swear I never let him. I'm all about my guap and I swear I never settle. I'm running out the clock and you watching off the record. Yeah. Yo, fuck. I hit that shit this time. Welcome once again to OTRSN Shit Network. Yeah. Thank you guys for checking in once again. It's been a while because I have family in town and stuff like that, big events and stuff for me, and I'm not going to indulge. Over this past week, a lot of shit has happened between the NFL and the NBA, and we're going to talk about a good amount of them. And recently, I had on my Instagram, I asked you guys what topics you wanted me to talk about, and today we picked one. I'll obviously be letting you guys know which one it was when it happens. But without further ado, let's get into this shit, yo! This past Sunday, the Miami Dolphins destroyed the 49ers, 43-17. And I knew to get on that topic quick to tell everybody that the Dolphins were getting good, because I knew that this type of game was going to happen soon. They are showing serious glimpses of greatness, and this game versus the 49ers, which they're not as good as they were last season, especially with a slew of injuries. I totally understand. But at the end of the day, they dropped 43 points on a top 10 defense this season. Ryan Fitzpatrick led the way for the Miami Dolphins with 350 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. One of them was for Preston Williams. He had 100 yards of his own. This season, he's been pretty damn good for us. He's had a couple games where he's actually really balled out for us, even better than Devontae Parker, our star receiver. Talking about him, he had a pretty good game with a couple catches of his own, but Mike Gesicki balled out again with a lot of good receptions, with 7, I want to say, but he still finished with 70 yards. At one point, we were just torching their defense. On 4th down, Ryan Fitzpatrick fired a dot to Devontae Parker. Obviously, he beat the defender just going deep, and then he caught it for the touchdown. They had injuries to their whole entire secondary yesterday, and at the end of the day, it's the team you put out there, and we spanked that ass. Yo, 49ers defense this season just isn't the same as last season. They're ranked 4th in points allowed and 19th in sacks. That's the big thing. Last season, they were ranked 5th in sacks and 6th in turnovers. And in defense, this season, defense has been terrible. So the total ranking of it isn't as good of a stat to go by, mainly just because every team in the NFL this season sucks on defense. It is literally historically the worst defensive season in maybe not NFL history, but in definite recent history. As for their offense, Jimmy G was either rushed way too fast to play, or it was just because our defense was playing that damn good. And I'm going to lean towards our defense was playing that damn good, because I believe in Brian Flores. And at the end of the day, this just goes to show how successful his scheming and what his coaching does to our franchise is. Jimmy G was exposed so badly that they had to put CJ Beathard in. And I know it's CJ Beathard, but I say Beathard, bitch. Jimmy G threw 2 interceptions early, and you could see it on his face that he was just frustrated with the way that things were going that game. Myles Gaskin has been amazing for the Miami Dolphins, a diamond in the rough. He runs the football really nicely with a nice amount of power and with a good amount of speed and quickness, but he also catches the ball. Just this Sunday alone, he had 5 receptions on 5 targets, plus he had 16 rushes. At the end of the day, he finished with 84 total yards from scrimmage, but he still was able to do more than just what his stats say. It's about getting the first downs, plus it was more of a passing day to our receivers, mainly due to, like I said, their slew of injuries on defense. I like Matt Breida, and I think that he's very explosive, but I think we should ride the Myles Gaskin train just for a little bit longer, just to see how it goes. You never know. The Dolphins finished with 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 5 sacks. That, like I just said before, just goes to show how good Brian Flores is. The Dolphins finished with 2 interceptions, 5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Although the 49ers have been known to turn the ball over in the past, I still see this as a showing of how effective Brian Flores has been for this Miami team. He slowly brought in the guys that fit in the system, and slowly brought the guys who weren't buying in, he slowly got them out. And if we keep on doing this, we're going to be exactly what I said we are in the last video. It's just a possible contender. And I really do believe that with Tua in the lineup, if he could be the superstar that I think he is basically already, then I see nice days for the Dolphins. Moving away from football, just really quick, we're going to talk about basketball. We're going to talk about the NBA Finals. Well, not the NBA Finals. We're going to talk about the Miami Heat. Yes, the Heat lost the Finals 4-2 against a really good Lakers team. Yeah, all that's cool. But we moving on. Tomorrow is a new day. The Miami Heat lost, but what's next? The Miami Heat are far from sitting ducks this season. They have the right people in office to get the right moves done. And I strongly believe that mainly, well, not because of everything that happened in the past, although I should believe it because of that, but because last season they had no cap. They still got Jimmy Butler, traded Josh Richardson to get him, and was able to keep Goran Dragic. Well, I mean, some things happened, but let's not get into that. And still make important trades for Jay Crowder and Iggy. So they can go one of two routes. They can go get the expensive superstar route, which would be Giannis. Or Joel Embiid, but more in this case, Giannis. Mainly because he's more worth it than Joel. Because Giannis obviously is, like, he's a superstar. At the end of the day, he's a superstar. Joel Embiid is like a fringe. He's there, but he's not like with Giannis. He's not as good as Giannis. Like, we can agree on that, right? But if that's what's available, then they can go that route. Which would include probably letting Goran Dragic walk because he gets paid $18 million. And I don't see that really going down, especially with the cap going up every season. Other guys like Kelly Olynyk and Kendrick Nunn, they're probably going to be on the move as well because it would be a trading situation where we would probably sign Goran Dragic and trade him along with those two players or some other players, other matchups, as long as we keep Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Duncan Robinson. We will be okay. Those kind of plans get rid of depth. As you've seen in the past with other Heat teams like with the Big Three, you basically have your superstars and then a bunch of guys. And you already know that's what made us successful this season is really the fact that we had a big bench, not big in size, but big in the amount, I guess, quantity of players that could really play on that court. We didn't like DJJ, Derrick Jones Jr. barely got any minutes. And on any other team, he would have been playing a good amount. If he was on the Lakers, he would have been playing a good amount. Tell you the truth. With that athleticism, he's long too. Stop playing. But what if we went the other route, a different route, a smarter route? What if the Miami Heat are able to get Victor Oladipo? Not for a crazy contract. Let's just say, they agree on something expensive, but, a little friendly maybe. I doubt it. That's just the way it is. I just highly doubt it, but whatever. Let's just say he gets paid. We would still have room if we let other people go. Every season, there's changes to every team. No Heat squad is going to be the same. No Lakers squad is going to be the same. No any team is going to be the same because that's just the business of the NBA. That's just the business of every professional sport, to be honest. So we would probably lose guys like Jay Crowder and Andre Iguodala because they make a good amount of money. And at the end of the day, if we can get someone younger and someone more fitting into what we want to do, although we love those two players, there are moves that have to be made because we're a business and we got to keep on chugging. I could see, along with Victor Oladipo, the Miami Heat signing Serge Ibaka. Not only will he help defensively, but he'll also help with the rebounds. And not to mention that he's a pretty damn good shooter. Like I said, this means Iggy's $15 million is going to have to get off the books. Possibly even Goran Dragic or Kelly Olynyk because they both make $12 million and $18 million respectively. Goran Dragic, like I said, you would just have to let him walk. There's obviously many possibilities and many different free agents they can pick up besides the ones that I've spoken of because I'm obviously not a, general manager. But, I'm pretty damn good at what I do. I be guessing the shit right. But genuinely, I like the Miami Heat's chances to, come back next season and be a pretty damn good team. If we don't get Giannis, I'm not too sure how well we're going to face against the rest of the superstar-studded teams, especially like the Nets, the Warriors next season, especially without the bubble. They're going to be good, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Don't worry about that. I'm going to have all my new predictions and shit like that. Don't worry. Next video is going to be fire. Y'all going to love it. But yeah, I like the Miami Heat's chances that they get either of the two, basically. They'll be pretty nice, especially with what they built off of this season with their young players. Moving on to the next one really fast, though. Yeah, really fast. Actually, really fast. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, please, if you are enjoying this video or if you enjoy anything about this, my good side, any of it. I appreciate all the love and support. But yes, still, really fast. Daks ankle injury. I don't really want to talk about this too much because when it happened, I didn't even fucking feel like finishing that game. It was gruesome. Not even just that because I've seen it before, but it's sad. It is really sad. Like, I had tears. Like, it's not cool the fact that the Cowboys never paid him. It has nothing to do with the Cowboys season. To be honest, like, we sucked ass anyways. So I don't care about that. But the well-being of Dak Prescott, which you can see that he's a very nice dude, man. That shit sucks. He's a fire leader. He does everything for that fucking team. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to curse because I'm trying to hold it back, but this shit made me emotional. I just wanted Dak to get his money. He throws his body out there like on every Sunday more than any quarterback in the league, or any quarterback that the Dallas Cowboys ever had. I'll tell you that much. Especially more than Tony Romo. Tony Romo used to be in there, but Dak Prescott is doing his damn thing, flipping over defenders, getting touchdowns, winning playoff games. Shit, get better, Dak. I know you will be, and you will be better next year, stronger, faster, and do your thing. I'm rooting for you, baby. Yo. That was a really fast segment. Yeah. Y'all gonna like the name of this next segment. I came up with it this morning, so you know. Is there a new era in New England? I know y'all like that. A new era is definitely something to call it. A new era is definitely something to call it, but is their new system actually working? Despite the COVID and all that shit, which I will definitely be glossing right over because I don't want to talk about that. I only want to focus on the sports here. Fuck you. But focusing on sports, the Patriots look stupid strong after the first 5 weeks of play. Well, they've only played 4 weeks considering their circumstances, but yeah. Their running game, or total offense as a whole, resembles a lot of what the Ravens are like and what they were like last season. Currently, they're ranked second in the total rushing offense this season. It's rushing yards. They have, I want to say it's 8 touchdowns this season, which is amongst the best. It's like tied for second or third at the end of the day. But they're second in yards per game, which is only behind 188, the Cleveland Browns, which they have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Duh. I don't expect Cam Newton and a bunch of pretty okay running backs to go out there and do that. I just don't. But they have a lot of running backs and Cam Newton leading all of it, which, like I said, doesn't that sound a lot like the Ravens? Like what I just said, did you think I was talking about the Ravens? Plus, they're also just inside of the top 10 on defense, which that's something that we've all come to expect from a Patriots team that's led by Bill Belichick, right? And honestly, if Cam Newton would have played, they would have beaten the Chiefs. Well, they would have gotten closer at least. They would have had a chance. That's definitely something to think about. Because at the end of the day, they're contending with the Super Bowl favorite. That means you are a Super Bowl contender. I mean, am I wrong about these things? Because shit, I'm just using logic. I'm not a Patriots fan. It's fuck the Patriots. But I like Cam Newton. And Bill Belichick's doing his thing. And, you know, I gotta be, truthful. Plus, I forgot to mention, this is the topic that one of y'all mentioned in my Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and put another one up today. Y'all go ahead and go follow me on Instagram. Y'all, the link is down there. But that's gonna be everything today. I appreciate everybody for checking it out. If you haven't checked out my last videos, go ahead and go check it out. They do have some longevity to them because I have top 5 quarterbacks of 2020 so far, and I'm doing other things like that in the future. Be ready. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, you guys, just drop a like. Last time we didn't hit our like goal, but I still appreciate it. We were 1 like off of it. We're going to go ahead and try to hit 25 likes again. Thank y'all. Subscribe. We're about like 2 subscribers away from 160, I want to say. Road to 200. You already know. Let's get this money. Ain't nothing changed around here, and especially not the tape. Appreciate everybody for checking it out.
Bitches keep playing, yeah, niggas keep playing. The gun in the safe, you niggas ain't safe, yeah, so stop all that playing. Yeah, bitches keep playing, yeah, niggas keep playing. You bitches ain't safe, I ride in a Wraith, yeah.